Hey, 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 hey. We are back. We are back. We are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Get comfortable, get comfortable. Welcome to another Bojoul video. Welcome to our channel. This is the home of self-care and wellness and every and anything that helps you to become the greatest and highest version of yourself. I am D Queen here with you today. And I am so grateful. We've been talking about burnout lately and just listening to your body. And on our last video, I spoke about physical symptoms that would show you that you are burnt out. But on this video, I want to tap into some emotional signs that you are burned out. You know, I told you, we say all the time that we are holistic beings. Yes, we are here in the physical, but we are spirit and we live in this body and we have emotion and mind and we have will. We have all of these things that you cannot see, but they affect us so greatly. So I want to talk about emotional burnout. How do you know when you are emotionally burnt out? How do you know when emotionally and here's the thing. You could still have physical strength. Physically you could have it. Like you could be well in your body. You could have energy. You could, you got all the zest and all of that, but emotionally and like mentally you are finished. And in that event, you still can't get done what you want to get done because you need to be emotionally connected. You need to be present with every and anything that you do. So one of the things, right, that I want you to pay attention to, I'm going to give you 8 signs today that just give you a sign and let you know that you are emotionally tapped out. Man down. Man down. You got to know when man down. You got to know when you're down. Stop having to wait for somebody to have to step to you and tell you. Sometimes we need it, but pay attention. This is about listening to your body. You got to listen. It's always speaking to us. Always. Number one of the emotional burnout symptoms that we have is that you feel emotionally drained, overwhelmed, and unable to cope with the everyday stresses of life. You know, right? You know we all have stress. All of us have stress, right? Let me take my water. All of us are stressed. That is something you cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid stress. When you can't even handle the everyday stressors, like you just feel overwhelmed, it's just the smallest things is everything. You are emotionally burnt out. It's like you don't have the bandwidth to even deal with the small things that's happening every single day. That is a sign that emotionally you need to reconnect and you need to recharge. You have to. That's your body emotionally trying to let you know, hey, you've done enough. You've had enough. When I get overwhelmed and I feel like everything's just basic tasks that I do every single day becomes arduous, to say the least. It becomes laborious, like major. Little conversations, I'm annoyed. That means I'm emotionally burned out. And a lot of times when you cannot address these issues with yourself, you bring conflict into very important relationships because you will not listen to your body and you won't address what's going on with you. And sometimes we like to transfer. We like to deflect from us to whoever that person is in our company, and that is not fair. All because you not listening to your body and you emotionally tapped out. Not fair. So that's the first thing. Just being emotionally exhausted. Two, when you're increased irritability and moodiness, like becoming you impatient, you agitated, you got frequent mood swings, you like just bugging. You emotionally burned out. And the cool thing about being emotionally burned out is you know it's happening. You can see it. Like if other people can see you bugging, you know you bugging. And one of the most mature things that we can do is to accept responsibilities for what is happening with us. You have to pay attention to yourself. Listen, thank God for the people who are around me. Thank God for them because I know I have my moments that I'm just like over it. Please. This is irritable. And for me, when I'm irritable and I'm agitated like easily, I isolate. And the reason I isolate because I don't want everybody to catch the toxicity and the poison that's coming out of me at that moment. I just need to be by myself and figure this thing out. And what I'll do is I'll go into prayer. I'll go into prayer because it's not cool. It's not a cool thing to allow, let other people take that stress and take that beating all because you feeling in a way. So when you just increase, a lot of us are moody anyway. I think I'm a low key moody, but not to the point that it's gonna offend other people. I'm talking about just within myself. I know. But when it's increased and it's crazy, like easily increase. I'm talking about increase in irritability. You emotionally burned out. So that's increased irritability and moodiness. The next one is decreased motivation. You got to pay attention to this one, especially if you're a highly motivated individual and now all of a sudden you don't want to be bothered. You don't have no drive. You don't want to do the things that you normally do. Like you don't even have your vision and your vision is not even activating. Like, come on. You are emotionally burned out. When you lack the motivation that you normally have, sometimes when I rarely feel that way. But in the rare occasion when I have, I need to come away. I need to take a drive maybe, or I need to go and sit on in the park for a little while. Or I just need to get outside. When I get outside, I feel clearer. When I'm outside, I feel clearer. And I can be by myself. I'm grateful that I've never been a person that is that I need some type of a substance to help me to cope. I'm grateful. And I made a decision a long time ago, even when I was a young girl. I made a decision that I did not want to be addicted to anything. I didn't want to be addicted to alcohol. I did not want to be addicted to drugs of any kind. I did not want to be addicted to men. I did not want to be addicted to women. I did not want to be addicted to having people around me. I just wanted to learn how to be self-sufficient. I always been that way. I don't know why, but that's always been something that I wanted to always attain to. I love my friends. I love my family. But you got to live in this world by yourself. And that's it. And so I've always been a highly motivated person. So when I felt, moments when I felt that decreased motivation, I wanted to isolate myself. I don't know. But when you paying attention and you a motivated person, you that person, you that person, like you always, you the boom, 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 you getting, and then all of a sudden it's done. Check that. Emotional burnout. And that could be connected to other things and other factors. A lot of times it's never just one thing. But if you really come back to the root of certain things, it's like you emotionally burned out. Number 4 is decreased productivity and concentration. Being all over the place. Can't focus on a thing. You cannot focus on a thing. You focus on something for 10 minutes or 5 minutes and you're off. And what happens is you decrease your productivity because you haven't focused on anything. You're doing here, you there, you here, you there, you here, you there, doing this, doing. It seems like you're doing a lot of things, but you're really not doing anything. So it's decreased productivity and concentration. Can't zone in. Number 5 is cynicism and detachment. When you start to be negative and cynical attitude towards everything, baby, emotional burnout. Yeah, everything. And that's how you operating up in here. What I am trying to say is listen to your body. Know that, see that when you see yourself react in a certain way that is not conducive to who you are striving to be or even to who you are. It's not you. It's not it. It ain't it. And you have to be like, yo, I don't even know why I reacted like that, but that I'm bugging. I need to check myself. So check yourself. Sometimes it's simple fix. Unplug. Sometimes you can't do everything. Sometimes like, nah, I can't do that. I'm good. No, thank you. Can you go here? Absolutely not. Sometimes we try to be everything to everybody and we try to be everywhere all the time and you cannot do that. Like it'll burn you out. Yes, yeah, I can, yeah, I can, yeah. No. Can you? No, I cannot. I mean, and respectfully, I'm not even saying being rude or anything like that, but nah, I cannot. Nah, I can't. You know how many times I've declined invitations to places, not because I can't go, because that's my time for me to rest, for me to unwind, for me to unplug. I can't be in every event. I can't be at everything. And the things that I do choose to be at, once I've been there and I've had my fill, I'm out. That's why I like to drive my own car. I don't like riding with nobody. I want to go when I'm ready to go. Because I need to be true to who I am. I'm here and you with somebody and you don't have your own transportation and you ready to go and you got to just stand around. Then you're forced to be there. I don't want to do that. No. At the very least, I'm going to have my Uber money if I don't have my car or whatever. I need to be able to get out of there when I want to. And so when you see yourself just developing this negative, cynical, the world is, everything is horrible. Everything is right. Everything is everything. He's like, what is wrong? So check that. Cynicism and detachment. 6 is lack of enjoyment. When you cannot enjoy nothing. You ever been around people like that? It don't matter where you go. It don't matter how good the meal is. It don't matter what trip you go. Oh my God, don't let nobody go on a trip with me who can't enjoy nothing. I'm just like, what happened? And I will separate myself in 1 minute. You won't see me on the trip until it's time to get back on the plane and go back home somewhere. I travel with the same people all the time. They know me, I know them. They know my crazy, I know they crazy, that's it. But I can't, being around people who just can't enjoy nothing, or maybe that's you. You won't enjoy nothing. Now, it's always a problem. No. You don't get no fulfillment out of nothing. Emotional burnout. And oftentimes, it's an easy fix. Always make sure you check in with your PCP, your primary care provider. Let them test you and run some things on you and see what's going on. Maybe some type of a chemical imbalance. It could be something possible like that. But more often than not, you are just emotionally burned out. Sometimes we want it to be deep. We want, oh, I'm diagnosed with XYZ, blah, 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 and maybe you are, and maybe you are. And if that's your case, and if that's your situation, handle that. If you need medication, if you need this or treatment, whatever you need, serve yourself. Get whatever help you need. But I am saying that a lot of times, we don't even need all of that. Sometimes we just need to recharge emotionally. Pull back. Stop trying to serve everybody else and not serve yourself. You're finished. You're tapped out and you're snapping out. You can't enjoy a thing. The next one is emotional detachment. When you can't seem to connect emotionally. Like you are disconnected from everybody. Like very, 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 like stay in isolation. Like you never can kind of come in and kind of bond with nobody. Sometimes it's emotional burnout. And the last one is just increased anxiety and depression. When you get these persistent feelings of anxiety, sadness, hopelessness, worthlessness, check in because you could be emotionally burned out. Like I said, a lot of times it could be you're literally going through like a chemical imbalance and you may need medication, you may need therapy, you may need help or whatever the case may be. And that is fine because when you're getting that type of help, that's still self-care. That is you addressing what's going on with you. But again, I said, more often than not, a lot of times it's just simple emotional burnout. You just tired. You tired and you flipping and you anxious and you depressed and you and it's no shame, it's no blame, and none of that. It happens. I believe. It was years ago. I heard Pastor T.D. Jakes say it. I think he said it in like I don't even know how I heard him say it. I seen it maybe in a clip or something like that. But he said, before you leave this earth, you will have experienced every single emotion that there is to experience. Happy, sad, mad, angry, hopeless, worthless. Every emotion you will have felt it at some point in your life. I believe that. Because when you talk to people and they're like, oh no, I don't believe this, whatever. I don't believe that. Like my mom used to always tell me, baby, just keep living. You ain't have to argue with nobody. Just keep living. Life will show you. It will show you. And for the sake of this conversation, I just want you to learn how to listen to your body and see when you're overwhelmed and you emotionally, you tap out, you need to recharge. And recharging is not always a day at the spa. Sometimes we can't go to the spa. Sometimes we got deadlines. We got things we got to do. You can't go to the spa. You can't go on a 15-day vacation all the time. So what can we do? Like you have to find things that you can channel that energy into daily activities and just daily acknowledgments that I am not okay. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay not to be okay. That's a common thing we say. How are you? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Okay. But a lot of us not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. And it is okay not to be okay. At the very least, listen to your body. Know what's going on with you. Stop focusing on what's going on with everybody else. Know what's happening to you. If I've said anything today, if I've given you anything to think about, I'm so grateful. You can share this video. You can download our podcast, however you're tuning in to us. I'm so grateful to be able to be here and just share this type of information with you because one, it's near and dear to me because I am living it. The things I've been through in my life, I'm so grateful. I wouldn't change anything. Because if I hadn't have went through all of the things that I've been through in my life, I wouldn't even be here to be able to share this with you. And I'm just grateful. And I just hope that what I'm saying, that it will just resonate with somebody, that you could check yourself. See, this is a self-care part. This is a self-care channel. Self-care. Caring for yourself. Focusing on you. Focus on yourself. Feeling like, what is going on with me? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Not her, not Keisha, not whoever. No, you. And it's hard to look in the mirror sometimes. It really is. Because sometimes what we see, we're not really pleased with. But in order to fix it, you have to at least acknowledge it and tap into it. I just want to thank you again today for joining me on this Bojoul channel. Thank you so much. Listen to your body. Being emotionally burnt out, just listen. I thank you so much again today for joining us here. And I do want you to remember, if you don't remember anything else, self-care is the best care. Later.